What's up guys, Sebastian here with Vox Vintage. Today's video is an homage to the undisputable king of guitar amplifiers, the 1959 Marshall Super Lead, also known as the Plexi. Here we have a 1971 example. It's a beast of an amplifier. It has 100 watts of power. This amp is loud, it's gainy, it's raw, and it has that classic rock DNA that we all love. Its origins harken back to 1965 when guitarist Pete Townshend from The Who asked for a much louder amp to be able to keep up with the increasing size in venues that the band was playing at the time. The larger size of the amp came accompanied by a larger cabinet as well, which gave rise to the famous Marshall Full Stack, which was basically two stacked 4x12 cabinets. Then the amp went through different changes. In '66, they switched from KT66s to AL84s, which is that classic Marshall sound that we all get to know nowadays. And then in the early '70s, they went from the Plexi cover in the front panel, which is where the name of the sound comes from, into the brushed metals, which is what we have here. At the time, it was one of the loudest amps available. Guitar players chose it for its reliability and volume. It came in two different models, the 59, which is this one, is 100 watt, and then the 87, which is a 50 watt version, not to be confused with the year, but the model instead. This head is the king of all kings. It's been played by so many great guitar players that we all love, from Jimi Hendrix to Clapton to Eddie Van Halen and Jimmy Page and Angus Young and so many more rock stars, and for a great reason. It is the ultimate rock amplifier. It has that amazing recognizable Marshall distortion and is the Plexi sound. To pay tribute to it, we'll be demoing in the style of 4 different guitar players: Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Hendrix, and Eddie Van Halen. So to emulate Jimmy Page's live rig, we'll be using this beautiful Gibson Custom Shop 1959 reissue, which is very close to what Page used, which is a 59 burst. And then we'll be going into the first channel of the Marshall with basically everything cranked. We think it sounds really close to live Zeppelin, so beware, some amazing tones are on the way. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so the next guitar we'll be checking out is this original 1961 Gibson SG. As you can imagine by now, this is very similar to what Clapton was using during the Cream era. And let me tell you that it sounds dead on like Clapton. He also used a super lead, and paired up with this guitar, you get that classic woman tone that is all over Cream records. And I gotta say that this is really one of my favorite guitars that I've played today. It's just amazing. It sounds fantastic. It looks incredible, and believe me that it plays so well. It's had a few changes. The pickups have been swapped for throwbacks. It doesn't have the originals, but these do a fantastic job at replicating that classic PAF sound. We also have a minor heel repair, and it's also being refretted for improved playability. So we're going into the first channel of the Plexi, everything dime. So with that said, let's go ahead and take this baby for a spin. So this next guitar will be honoring Jimi Hendrix. This is a 1979 Stratocaster. It's all original and it's in really, really good condition. I love the natural over black. The appointments are 70s, as you can imagine. Poly finish, large headstock, 3-bolt neck plate. It sounds very much like Hendrix. It plays really, really well, and it's just one of those that is just really cool. It's the weight is very balanced, and it's one of the good ones from that era. So to get us closer to that Hendrix territory, we'll be using the following pedals: a Vox V847, the Velvet Face Fuzz replica of a silicon-based fuzz face, which is similar to what Hendrix used, and then finally the Fulltone Univibe. We'll be going straight into the channel number 1 with everything dimed just like Hendrix used it. So let's go ahead and kick it off to Harold. So in the style of Eddie Van Halen, we'll be using this brand new EVH 5150. This guitar is super cool. It has a satin neck in the back, the classic banana headstock, and it just screams Van Halen all over the place. It's a wonderful guitar. We'll be jumping the channels in the Marshall just to get a little bit more extra gain. To complete the Van Halen sounds, we'll be using a few pedals as well. The EVH Flanger, MXR Phase 90, Carbon Copy by MXR, and finally the Echoplex Preamp. So without any further ado, we're gonna let Harold show what this amp can do. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to pick up any of this gear for yourselves, I'll be linking it down below in the description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also, if you happen to be in Miami, drop by our gallery. We're located in the area of Wynwood. We have vintage guitars, vintage cars, and some of the best coffee in town. Also, check out our website and follow us on Instagram at @WallGraceVintage. Trust me, you won't dislike what you're going to be finding there. My name is Sebastian, and I'll see you guys in the next video.